sitting like a boss, bring the workers out. Press on the exhaust, we be skirting now. No, we not the same, what you talking about? Got me all up in your mentions, musta heard around. How that sound, yeah that sound good, tell them break it down. ISO Wendy's in your town, don't forget the dollar sign. How that sound, yeah that sound good, tell them get in line. Hold it down, came up from the underground. How that sound, yeah that sound good, sounds good. How that sound, yeah that sound good, sounds good. How that sound, yeah that sound good, sounds good. How that sound, yeah that sound good, sounds good.
I'm literally out in the middle of nowhere. I do film here sometimes. Quite a pleasant spot to film because I don't get distracted. And I was just busy filming loads of flies. There's lots of flies around here. But anyway, behind me here, I've got my BMW M2 that I obviously recently announced that I bought for £21,000. That was a bargain, wasn't it? It is a Cat S car, which obviously would resemble or reflect on why it was priced so cheaply. But it's done 15,000 miles, 17 plate car, and it's in Long Beach Blue, which is my favourite colour personally. So in today's video we're going to be talking about, I suppose there's two subjects to this video. Firstly, my first drive. Being honest, it ain't my first drive. This is, you know, it's just what we do in it on YouTube. I've driven it loads, but I've not really shown you a good drive of it on my channel yet, so we're going to do that today. And secondly, and probably more importantly, we're going to be talking about my plans with this car, right? So we'll start off with a little wander around the car, have a little listen to the exhaust note, 'cause it sounds savage even in stock form, and then we'll go for a little drive, all right? First thing we'll do is let's have a little look under the bonnet. Two pulls of that lever and the bonnet just jumps. I love it that you do that two pull thing on these later cars. Powered by M, so it is an M engine but not an M engine because this same engine was used in the, I suppose, the M135i, so that is pretty much an M car, but it's not a proper M car. So the earlier cars have obviously got the N55 engine, then later on you've got the S55 engine, which is the twin turbo. So this is a single turbo. The later competition cars are a twin turbo, and it's the same engine that's in the BMW M4. And a lot of people will be like, well Cal, why didn't you just go for the competition car and get more power and have more potential? The real reason for that was value for money, right? A lot of people can afford, or a lot more people can afford a car of this value, and I thought I want this to be relatable, I want it to be enjoyable, and I almost want to do it with less care. If I had a £40,000 BMW M2 competition, I'm a bit more cautious with what I want to do to a car that would, or I would be, if it was double the value. So that's another real reason why I chose to go for the N55. So what we'll do is we'll jump in, start the engine, have a little listen to this, guys, right? So in fact what I'll do first is I'll put a mic on the camera at the back, my peaceful environment, Vauxhall driver. Right, Cal, you jump in the car, right, start the engine, but put it in Sport Plus first, because then you'll hear it burble, and then once you've started the engine, give it a little rev, right? Go on. Yeah, no worries, Cal, no worries, I'll jump in. Come on in, Cal, rev it. Yeah, all right, mate. Lately, I'm going to leave him there, I think. Cal, you can stay there, mate. See you later. You having a laugh, mate. You ain't leaving me here on my own, are you? Oh, come on, mate. Don't be like that. I've got to film this video, ain't I? You stay here. Are you being serious? You're not just going to leave me here on my own, are you? Yeah, I'm going. I'm being serious. See you later. Cal, man. What a dickhead, man. Listen to that sound between the gears. So as you let off, you hear it's like a little burble at the high end of the rev range. Look, when you let off, oh, it's hard to explain when it does it. Yeah, when you let off. So although I have driven this car a little bit, I've not driven it loads because at this point in my life, not everyone on Instagram knows that I've got this car, so, or nobody knows that I've got this car. So at this point, the first drive video or the introduction video hasn't even gone live in my life. So I haven't drove it a lot because I like to post regularly on Instagram in my stories and stuff. And yeah, didn't want to reveal it before the first video went live. So as you drop the gears on a manual, and as you drop the gears on a dual clutch as well, it will give it a rev match and get the revs in the right place for the gear that you're about to engage in, which is really good on a dual clutch. Like, you expect a dual clutch to do that, but I've never in my life driven a manual that does that. It's really clever. So I'm going to show you an example. Such a playful car this is. So if we drop it from fourth to third, little rev. Notice it revs really good. That is a nice feature. The funny thing is, I like to do that myself in a manual car. I like to just give it a little rev as I drop the gears by myself, and it's kind of a habit that I don't want to get out of. I really enjoy doing that when I drive a manual gearbox car, so I might get that mapped out, but that is a very cool feature. So this car, it's 380 brake horsepower. We've seen that on the dyno that it's got. It apparently hasn't been tuned. I think it's just some cars, especially BMWs, are known to achieve slightly higher power figures than BMW quotes. So from standard, I think they're 365 horsepower, and this is producing 380. So it's a tiny bit more. It's quite a lot more, to be fair. And it does feel modified. It feels tuned, but they are supposedly this good from factory. So yeah, it's very quick, as you can probably imagine. It's obviously a rear-wheel drive car, but unlike my M6, it's not dangerous, it's not overwhelmingly quick, and it ain't uncontrollable. So if you floor it now, the roads are a little bit damp, the back end is sketchy a little bit, you can see there, but I'm full throttle, and you'll notice that the rear end is keeping grip. Now, I have bought new tyres for this car since I bought it, because when I bought it, the rear tyres were a little bit naughty. Just a tad. But the back end did skip a little bit there. We have got traction control off, but it's putting the power down, as you can see, right? We've got a pair of Michelin PS4S's on it, brand new, of course, and it's on spacers as well, so it's sitting quite wide, and it is on a set of lowering springs. Don't know what suspension we've got, because I just didn't go into too much detail when I bought it, really. I just thought, yeah, I'll buy it. It is putting the power, or the current level of power, down extremely well, okay? So the plans, such like a playful is definitely the word I'd use to explain this car, because it is such a playful thing. I love the fact that it's got a manual gearbox, because it just makes it more enjoyable to drive, in my opinion. In my humble little opinion, I love a manual gearbox. Obviously, if you want to do draggy times and be the fastest thing on planet Earth, you do not want a manual gearbox. But if you want to enjoy your drive, which I love to do, I think a manual gearbox is the one, isn't it? So yeah, love the fact it's got a manual gearbox. Very controversial. There's going to be opinions about the fact that it's a manual. Is there any point in tuning a manual? If you enjoy driving a car, it's just banter having a manual gearbox, isn't it? So yeah, I'm loving that fact. If I was commuting every day, like using this as my daily driver, doing long journeys or journeys around town in traffic, having that third pedal, yeah, that is pointless, and it would probably do my head in. And until you I'm used to driving an automatic car, right? And now I've got back into a manual, you sort of forget the amount of legwork that's involved with driving a manual. But forget about that. The subject, or the key subject in today's video, is what am I doing with the car, right? And the reason why I didn't announce what I was doing to the car in the first video is because I'd literally bought it that morning. I jumped in it, I drove to VRS, and when I filmed that initial reveal video, if that's what you want to call it, I hadn't spoke to Will at VRS. He's obviously my guy, my tuning guy, and I wanted to confirm a few things with him first. So I have since spoke to him, and what we're going to do is we're going to go to stage 1 with this car, right, and see what it performs like at stage 1 power. We're then going to go to stage 2 and then see what it's like at stage 2 power. Then after that we're going to go to stage 3, which is obviously a bigger turbo, more power and blah de blah, but we'll save that for the video, right? I'm not sure if I'm going to do that all in one video or if I'm going to do that over a course of videos. Depends on what's convenient for Will, obviously. He's the guy doing all the work, so we'll work that out as we go. But it would be great to sort of stage it over the 3 stages and see the differences between each level of tuning, right? I want to do it because, in my eyes, this is a real world car, and that is why I wanted this car on my channel. This is a realistic dream for a lot of people, and the N55 engine I absolutely love. Like the sound of it, the quality of it, the way it delivers power, the way it is in stock form, and the ability to tune it. I literally love the N55 engine, and it ain't the best M2 on the market. Obviously you can go and buy an M2 competition. This is completely not about that. This is about Cat S car, entry level money, low budget, although it is a lot of money, granted, £21,000 is a lot of money, but it is, like I say, an affordable dream car for a lot of people. And I'm curious to see what this car's going to be like, because I think it's going to be a right laugh once we've tuned it and had a little tamper around with it. And I just think that a lot of people will think, do you know what, I can see myself having one of them. There ain't no benefits to me, I just want to deliver good content, but I just think the fact that it is real drive, it is an M car, and I think they look amazing, they sound amazing, I keep saying in stock form, and after they've been tuned, especially with this manual gearbox, I think this car is going to be just absolute banter, man. So yeah, that's my reasons, that's my plans, that's my first drive. There's a rev match down to second. It is proper quick, by the way, like don't doubt, like I know I'm saying it's not lighting up the rear wheels, that is full throttle second gear, it ain't lighting up the rear wheels, but it is a very, very fast car, and you watch how well this car will perform as I tune it, right? If you want to get big power, go and buy an M2 competition. They cost you like, I don't know, nearly double the amount of money, and you will get more better results out of an M2 competition. But if you want a real world car for a real world amount of money that's affordable for more people, then watch this journey, because I think this car is going to be absolutely quality when I'm done with it. All right, so yeah, I'm going to end it there. I'm on my journey to work, and the car needs fuel as well, so I'm going to pull over at the garage in a sec. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit like, first request. Second request is hit subscribe if you're new to my channel. Watch this journey, loads of other BMW journeys, loads of other car stuff going on my channel. Yeah, loads of free giveaways as well, haven't mentioned that. But the third request I've got for you is give me a follow on Instagram at Calvin's Car Diary. And yeah, free giveaways. There would have been a free giveaway gone live on my website, planetofdreams.co.uk, literally as this video went live. So I just had to give it a little blip there. So yes, it's available for my followers to go over and win stuff for nothing. So if you want to win something, head over to the website, the link's in the description below. And that's it, I'm done. All right, I'll see ya in my next video. What a dickhead, man. In the next episode of Diary of a Car Trader, well, basically I've bought another BMW, but this one is rather interesting.